So recently War Tycoon has been adding some very much outstanding updates, such as giving us cool quality of life changes, and they are actually starting to listen to us very much, which is just amazing to see. So in today's video guys, I'll be going through some more top suggestions in the War Tycoon Discord server, and by the way, if you guys would like to see a part 5 of this, let's just smash 500 likes under this video. Since you guys really do enjoy this series, it really does show in the support you've been showing recently. Alrighty, so here we are. We recently left off in the top suggestions around this point where this guy was basically talking about the weather of snow, thunder, and etc. So let's just jump in the next suggestion because there is many cool ones to come. So the first one is, add a crew missile. If launches from a jet and a friend in second seat can control the missile, you can see the POV of missile 2. Cooldown is very big, at least a 2 minute or 2. Damage is huge, deals like half of tank's health or more. I thought second seat in jets could serve our purpose. I totally agree with this. I feel like just adding a brand new type of missile would be very much to have in the game, and I'm definitely gonna give these a thumbs up. However, one other idea I have is, let's say if there is only one person in the jet should have some kind of autopilot, which pretty much would just allow the person to also be able to use this missile or just aim it in the middle of just the jet flying around. I feel like that'd just be such a good quality of life change, and also add this to, of course, upgradable vehicles, because just having such a missile, I would really much enjoy it. Okay, so next up what we have over here is add a 18th century frigate as an Easter egg at Rebirth 15. Oh man, I would absolutely love this. I feel like something like this would be incredibly cool, because right now, War Tycoon, we basically have ourselves a flying car at Rebirth 10 for helicopters, so why not add a different boat, which is basically like a frigate, as kind of like an Easter egg? I would absolutely love this, and I feel like it would actually serve some kind of a purpose in the game, because some kind of old tech is actually pretty good. Okay, so next up what we have over here is Molotov Cocktails. Oh man, we do gotta love this. I would love to have some kind of challenges that could just offer you a Molotov cocktail as like a reward. I feel like this should be for, like, let's say getting 20 kills of a grenade or getting 20 kills of a mine or something. That would be really cool to actually get. Okay, so next up what we have over here is add more content for the rebirths. Yeah, we haven't really had that much content for rebirths, unfortunately, recently, and I would really love to see some kind of content that could be added on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. I feel like there's just so much more to add. Okay, so next up what we have over here is just a very simple one, yet very effective, add bombs with a parachute. Man, I would love something like this, because you guys would actually know if the hell is literally about to leash upon you from above. That would be such a cool thing, because that just could make for like so many cool clips. Let's just say a parachute with a bomb is just flying down and there's like a whole squad there. That would be just so funny for the compilations as well. Okay, so next up what we have over here is bring the Toycopter back as a 100 Rebirth Easter egg. I feel like 100 Rebirth Easter egg, it will be very cool, but I feel like every single Easter egg in the game is really not as good. I feel like if they made the Toycopter at least semi-decent as a meme, that'd be just even more funny as well. Okay, so here is one of the more of meme suggestions. However, hear me out, a lawnmower with a mounted 120mm cannon, man. That'd be such a stupid thing to have, but I guess it could be once again something cool to have. But I feel like something like this being added to the game would once again just be something that could be added as an Easter egg. And next up we have ourselves a very similar suggestion, which is just adding something like this. Oh man, people do love to have ideas, and these ideas are kind of weird, but really, I wouldn't mind at all. Okay, so next up what we have over here, I actually really like this idea, how to clearly recycle content. Use the PO01, decrease barrel length, different armament, call it an APC, call it different nation, as per example South Korea. You know what? If the developers do not have as much time to like release like a very big update, in order to have like some kind of filler updates, I really would love them to kind of recycle a few vehicles that we have in the game that look very much similar to the ones that could actually be used in real life, such as this. I really like the idea. Okay, so next up we currently only have one airstrike, which is an A10 airstrike. What about the other airstrikes besides the A10? Can you please add different airstrikes to airstrike radio? Here's the example. Yeah, I really do like this idea, like a mortar airstrike, A10 and bomb strike, but I feel like instead of just having all of these airstrikes at our disposal, I feel like it will be better for us to be able to do some kind of challenges in order to unlock like a stronger version of the airstrike. So let's say the A10 is the default after the default challenge, the mortar comes next, and then there's like a bomber strike. Man, that'd be so cool to have. I would love this idea to come to the game once again. Okay, so next up, make the cockpit more detailed with the jets. Not that you have to enable more buttons, but just more detailed. Yeah, I feel like just having a much more detailed cockpit would be really cool, but I feel like also just having much more modernized tech inside of the cockpit, of like being able to control some parts and some parts actually moving, that would be very cool. However, I am really worried if something like this was to be added, it would be slightly laggy, and that's where the problems start to come up. Okay, so here's another suggestion which all of us actually have to agree to. Increase the render distance, please increase it. Oh man, I gotta agree with this, but I gotta agree, if we do get around like 1500 stars away from a specific place, the render just does not load in, and even if we have full graphics, it still does not load in. I feel like that's just made to stop lag from happening, but at the end of the day, there are some people with higher end PCs, so I feel like they should have an opportunity to also be able to have a higher render distance. Okay, so next up is the Lockheed C5 item used to spawn in vehicles, armored vehicles of choice. When used, a menu with vehicle pops up. Choose a location and a C5 will fly over, dropping you the vehicle. Takes around 20 seconds. The cost is as it is, and the cooldown will be from 300 to 900 seconds. Operation 7 rebirths needed. Air delivery. Collect 20 airdrops while driving in a vehicle. I would really love this idea, but I feel like collecting 20 airdrops while driving in a vehicle wouldn't work that much. I feel like it would be very weird to program something like this. So just collecting 20 airdrops will be fun as it is, but oh man, that is a great idea. I feel like just being able to drop vehicles from the sky would be cool, and I feel like it's actually not this hard to add because they already have an AC-130 literally flying above. Okay, so next over here, add the option to change the scope, color, and design on guns. I really do like this as well. Like, there's just so many scopes in this game as of now, but I feel like just having more of a choice rather than picking from every type of scope would be much better. Just having all of them put into one. Okay, so next up, being able to control our serum from the bunker. We are defenseless against grenades, missiles, bombs, and explosive projectiles, and our serum control station in the bunker would not be a bad idea. It will be in the control room. I really do like this idea as well. I feel like the serum as a whole should also be redesigned, because right now, even when I was playing with the serum yesterday in my challenge video as a whole, the serum was also incredibly weak and I was incredibly exposed. Like, if the person who knew what they were doing, they could have just destroyed me for the wall. Okay, so next over here is add a smoke trail from flying rocket, so this can be turned off in the graphics settings. Yeah, I feel like just having a choice to turn it off would be really good, especially with the fact that with this smoke, it would just be very cool for the people who, of course, again have higher ended PCs, but it wouldn't be a problem for the people who do have lower specs because they could just turn it off very easily as well. Okay, so next up over here is add submarines, make the ocean bigger. You could also add submarines so that there is a sense in the Navy. Yeah, at the moment, the Navy is just so incredibly weak, and we only have like 3 proper boats, and they're not really boats at the end of the day, except for just one of them, man. Okay, so the next idea over here is new capture point. Add an aircraft carrier that work like the middle point where you can capture it and be able to spawn jets and helicopters, as well as giving extra cash. Make an operation for controlling aircraft carrier for some sort of new naval air vehicle. Map expansion, make the map bigger, kind of like the old map where there's more open land behind the bases. Yeah, we do not have any space behind the bases, we literally just have water there. I feel like having some extra land where we could even take vehicles there, that would also be incredibly cool. Anyway guys, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below which suggestion was actually your favorite. And by the way, today is Saturday. Once again, it is the leak day, and I might actually be double uploading today if we do receive some kind of leak. So expect an upload in around roughly 5 hours, as that's roughly when they like to do their leaks for the upcoming updates. And it might even be on Sunday too. We'll have to see. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to my channel members, and I'll see you guys next video. Have a great rest of your day.